Welcome to Political Paradigm. I'm Terry Ikumi. Today, I'm speaking with the Executive Governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke. Welcome to Political Paradigm, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Congratulations. It's been
Thank you.
2 years.
Yes.
You know, I hear people talk about you being one of those governors that no one really gave a chance. Many don't have expectations of you as well. And you're looking younger.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to understand if you're really stressed or governance is easy for you. So talk to us about how it's been for you 2 years in office as governor.
2 years, the long journey. A lot of challenges. You know, I was cheated in 2018, which everybody knew that I won that election. But that one is over now. Then I went back to prepare more. And I believe in God. God says that your time will come. And it was a sweet victory. Because it's not easy to defeat an incumbent. No matter anywhere, especially in Africa, especially in Nigeria here. But I did. There's nothing they could do about it. And I see that God telling me that it's my time. And like you already said, a lot of people did not give me a chance. Because when I was a senator, they called me dancing senator. That, I will just go into the government house. All I'll be doing is to be partying. Dancing every day, having parties and everything. Before you know it, the time will go. Well, I didn't listen to them because I know what I'm going to do. I already have my blueprint, silently. And immediately I was sworn in, bam, action. While I was dancing, I was working.
I was going to ask because I'm also still seeing you dancing.
That big time. So it was a lot of challenges. I first of all went around. I'm not a governor that sits around the office in the AC. I put on my sneakers, my cap, and go around and inspect projects so that these people will know that, the contractor will know that I mean business. So I first of all went around. There was a lot of abandoned projects, including the government house. The government house was looted. They were so upset that Imole, that's me. My logo is Imole. Imole. So they were very, very upset. I defeated them and all that. See, they looted the government house. Which when we came in, we did the video and showed the whole world that, what type of nonsense is this? This is democracy. If Osun people is the one that always decide, if they decide that, look, they don't want you, when you have done your own, then bow out. And appreciate the opportunity they've given you. So they looted the whole place. It took me 1 year to move into the government house. A lot of people were even talking, challenging me that I want to use Ede, my hometown. Ede is about 10 minutes, to Shugbo. We have almost, together. So anyway, I didn't listen to them. I kept doing what I'm doing. So that 1 year, that was when I moved into the government house. I have to.
You didn't try to recover the stolen properties?
No, because if you try to do that, you'll be wasting your time. I did not even probe anybody. And the money that they are owing is crazy. I show it to everybody. I will call all the obas, all the kings. That listen, this is what I meant on the ground. Osun State with our little resources, and we are going up to close to about 60 billion just like that. Apart from others that we discovered later. So I just said, look, why do I need to waste my time? Start probing, before you know it, time is gone. And people don't want to listen that, why you are probing this, you are complaining, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. So what we did, I just forget about that and then go straight to work.
Have you been able to work? Because I see that you've talked about quite a number of infrastructure projects that you've tried to do. But I think I'd like to first, before we go into the details of the job you've done so far,
Yeah.
it would be nice to hear from you what you pride yourself in the last 2 years.
Okay.
What one or two projects that you are very proud of that give you happiness
Okay.
that you've been able to complete?
Well, let me first of all say infrastructure. Infrastructure is very, very important. Without infrastructure, people don't see roads to beautiful roads for you to interchange, interland and everything. I'm not doing the one that people will see. I go inside villages and everything because practically we used to be farmers. And if they don't have good roads, how are they going to bring their goods to town? So that's the first agenda. I made sure that I fit in the infrastructure, the roads, even bridges that I'm doing at the same time. The first plan that I had was 100 billion infrastructure plan. But people believe that, oh, he's just going to turn Osun State into a construction site, he won't be able to meet up. But I guess what, 2 years, I met the target. If you come to Osogbo now, to other cities, and I can assure you right now I've done about 150 kilometers. As I'm doing it, I'm putting lights on the street light. Right now I have about 120 kilometers of street lights everywhere. And when you come at night, it's so beautiful. Cleaning the city up and everything. Not today, the state capital. Everywhere that you go, at least you have road construction. Every little town, every little thing, at least 1.5 kilometers of roads. So they cannot say, I did not touch anywhere. So that makes me happy that at least I'm fixing the road, fixing bridges in Osogbo alone. See, that is why I choose what they call fact check. When anybody says something, there's no need. Go and fact check it. Part of fact check is that you are in the media. You send your crew, go over there and check what Govt Adeleke said that he's doing infrastructure, he's doing bridges, he's doing this, he's doing that. That's what you call fact check. And they will come and tell you. Even in Ife, the global of Yoruba land, I'm fixing bridge, fixing roads everywhere. In Ilesha, they've never had so good. No dualization as big as Ilesha is city. Even by March.
I'm curious how you're able to do this because you don't. You talked about the amount of debt, 60 billion.
Yes.
That you owe.
And I'm paying it, and it is reducing.
So how are you able to pay debt and still carry out these projects? Because we know that the revenue generation for Osun State that you met on ground was not as much as over $1 billion plus, if I recall correctly.
No. We are past that too. We are past it. I mean business.
So you're making how much now?
I'm not going to tell you how much we're making now. But
I know it's not me, it's the people of Osun State who want to.
I understand, but we are making right now close to like 6 billion, every month, and it has improved again.
Where are you making the money from?
From tax, from revenue, the internal generated revenue IGR from internal. So we improve it. We change the system. That's one. Two, I block all the leakages. I block all the leakages to the extent that no Godfather, and where money is not supposed to go, I block it. Where it's not necessary to spend money, I block it. I'm a very, very prudent administrator. I check it myself. So that is why I'm successful. I'm not, I didn't owe anybody to finance me for campaign or anything like that.
Are you making money from mining? Because
that's what part of it.
The illegal mining activities in your state
we are making, before they abandoned it. Now I challenge them. They will start making money, from the mining, too. In fact, now we have shareholder license now. It has never happened before. It's ready. I'm going to call the Minister of Mineral Resources, Adeleke, so that I can go and pick up the license. So another money will come out there. So we have straightened everything, be making money, and we declare it, and we use it to fix what we are supposed to fix. And again,
Okay.
in terms of collecting security vote, I don't touch it. I left it there.
You don't collect security votes?
I don't
Or you collect what you don't touch it?
I don't collect. It's there. I use it if, like every month, whatever security challenge that we have, once in a while, they bring the bill to me and everything, and I will take a look at it, and I will cut it. I say, this one should do. Leave it alone. So at the end of that month, I will take that money. If it is 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometer road, take this one, take it to so place, and go and fix and everything. That's what is helping too. So it's not like before you say, okay, collecting the security vote, boom, boom. Whether there is security something or not.
So you take it only when you need it?
When I need it. And thank God, Osun State has been very, very peaceful. So I don't need it, every month like that.
Okay.
It's once in a while.
Governor Adeleke, let's go into the details of your performance in the last 2 years, and that would definitely be tied to your campaign promises.
Yes.
Because you made promises to the people of Osun State. That's the best way we can assess you. And one of the promises you made to the people of Osun State, because I want us to take them, I think there were about 5 or thereabout.
But for agenda.
Yeah, so I'd like us to take them one after the other. You talked about the welfare.
Yes.
Of workers' salaries, their gratuities, and their pensions. Could you talk to us about the extent of achieving that target?
Okay. Well, welfare of workers. You see, I believe that it's a sin for someone to work for you and you don't pay. So the first thing I do, let me first of all say thank my team. I have a solid team. When we sit down, we have people, fast thinker and everything. And I'm a governor, a listing governor. I'm not going to say because I'm a governor, I'm not a dictator. I will get from you, and of course I sleep on it. And if I feel like you have a superior argument or you have a superior idea, I will take it. That's what you call a good listener. I'm a good listener. So I think that's why I've been very successful. So the first thing that we do is that we have to make workers' welfare is a priority. If you don't make them a priority, they're not going to be happy. They're not going to work. In fact, the first thing we met on the ground is what they call AFUSA. I said, what is that? AFUSA? They say half salary. They're paying them half salary. I said, So they owe these people half salary. I said, no. Let us find a way, if it is every quarterly, let's start paying that half salary, including their salary. So we started doing that. The pensioners, they're dying. I said, we have to find a way. Immediate free medical care. I told them to go and register. Right now we have about 27,000 pensioners who have registered for free medical care. Then again, we are doing immediate outreach, where you do surgery. Some people, they don't have any half-bad eyes, like cataract, they will change it. A lot of people have this idea and something. In fact, a lot of surgery.
Yeah.
And it's been very, very, successful. A pensioner can come to Lagos State. If he gets sick, go to hospital, they bring the bill, and we pay it. So, and of course, we are paying them their pensions. So everybody is happy. And during the time that the federal government announced the minimum wage, the 70, then I had a meeting with my team. I said, okay, let's take it to 75,000 and everything like that. And it's not a fake. Diligent.
And you're up to date with your payments?
Yes, up to date. I'm not, since my inception zone, as governor of Osun State, no penny, what naira did. I'm not, fact check it. Come to Osun and ask.
Okay.
The workers are so happy.
There's something else you promised the people, and that is to boost business. Now, you have a private sector background. You held executive director positions in various organizations. So many expected that when you, or better still, they expected that when you got into office, that would be an advantage to the people of Osun State, considering the civil service mentality, the civil service state that it was. So one of the things you promised was loans to market women, youths, artisans, and all that. And you also talked about how you would boost, you would change the lives of the people through homegrown infrastructure policy. Talk to us about if you've been able to give out these loans as you promised, and how you've been able to implement this homegrown infrastructure policy.
Okay. Well, that one, I can assure you that as I'm speaking to you right now, we will have a cooperative college. That one, my brother started the cooperative college and it was abandoned. Then I resuscitated it. So that one is there. They name it after my brother, Adeleke, cooperative college. So through cooperative, all the market women, all the things, I injected, some billions, like 5 billion. I injected it for them. But I do it stage by stage. If I inject 1.5 billion, I will see how far they have done. Then I put, another money. And of course, no interest. And they're doing good. They will come through the registered cooperative. Not that they just be going just anywhere. Through that registered cooperative, the money is there. As a matter of fact, we have a commissioner of corporate, this thing. We have a commissioner for that oversees, that. So the economy is moving around, is growing. Osun money stays in Osun.
But then, how impactful is that? Because when you talk about all these things, I know you would say that you've only been here for 2 years, but President Bola Tinubu has been in power for 2 years as well, and nobody's cutting him any slack. People expect to see changes. And one of those changes is that the living conditions should be positively impacted. People should be able to move out of poverty to a great extent. Now, Osun State is one of the states with the fewest number of poor people in the country. And I think it's about 1.9 based on the statistics from the NBS. But if you look at the population of Osun State, 4.7 million.
Almost 5,
Yes. And 1.8 in poverty. It may look good at the national scale, but for the people of Osun State, that's a lot.
But that has changed now.
That has changed. So what has changed? How have you changed to that?
Yeah, changed.
I know you may not have figures to back up the extent of this change, but what have you done?
Well, right now, I may not have that figure, but through people, you see a lot of investment coming in. I can assure you, a lot of people from abroad, inviting them because I lived abroad before. And when they see what I'm doing in Osun State, they started coming, to invest. People, let me tell you something. A lot of people don't understand that, in terms of even entertainment. People are coming to invest in entertainment. They tax them, and people are making money and all that. And all the people that you see here that are doing construction, even electricians, plumbing, and also all. They gave the job to them. They are from Osun. So the money, the economy just trickle down, and it goes, like that. So they were happy. People, the economy is booming. The market women, they're making money and all that. When you go, you see a lot of estate booming from everywhere. I say, wow, see a lot of building, people investing. So that's when I know, because I move around, that's when I know that, okay, Osun State is now changed from civil service state to industrial state. And a lot is really happening. So that's why I said after this interview, I will invite you to Osun State to go and fact check it.
Okay, so when you talk about homegrown infrastructure policy, one of the things that many would question is the quality of this infrastructure. It's understandable to want to keep everything in-house, such that, you know, it just rotates and it boosts the revenue and it employs people and all that. But the quality of your infrastructure could be questioned as to whether or not you're using professionals or you're just keeping it in-house.
No. I use professionals. I use professionals that listen. I interview them. I talk to them before I give them the job. I say, no, people are saying that you are incompetent. Listen, I travel abroad. I live abroad. When you talk in terms of professionals, engineers, in United States, let me use United States of America as a case study. When you're looking for engineer, Nigeria is number one. They are best. When you're looking for professors, lecturers, and everything, they're number one. When you're looking for medical field, doctors and everything, they're number one. So I said, okay, why can't we have that in Nigeria? So I brought them. Especially people from Oshu, experts. I bring them the engineers. I said, okay, even the Nigerian Society engineer, they gave me an award for believing in them. I said, I believe that you will not disappoint me. You do a good job in terms of the quality. So I'll bring them. I'll be there, be watching what they are doing to test run it and everything like that. And it's not certified. I can assure you.
Okay.
So just come and see the fantastic bridge that you will not believe it. So that's why I took a chance with them.
You know, just before we leave this aspect of the people of Osun State and the poverty level, you know, it's biting all over the country. And it's pertinent. Now, when I sit with the governor, I ask him this question because the bulk of the responsibility should not be left to the president alone.
Yes.
So, with the level of hunger in the land, how are you contributing or playing your role as governor to cushion the effect of some of the economic policies of the federal government on young people?
Yeah. Well, we are cushioning the effect by do what we call food bank, giving people, food, and all that. And of course, agriculture is one of my agenda, because the more we talk about exchange rate, the only way during the in the 50s and 60s, Nigerian practiced confederation, whereby the center is weak. And everybody, we have regions, what they are good for. For example, in the Western region, they know us as cocoa producer. Osun is number two. Ondo. So we have something that we import. Export. So in return, we get foreign exchange. In that way, our economy will be improving. So I said, okay, let me go to agriculture. So I plan to buy at least 100 tractors. I said, okay, let me be doing it little by little. Right as I'm talking to you, if I check it, I've bought about 35 tractors so that I can help the farmers, and they're happy. Now the whole farmers, I've encouraged them. I've given them seedlings, giving them fertilizer, to making sure that even there was a day that I called all the farmers. I have a meeting with them. The day I was going to launch the tractors, they were happy. And now, if you go now, everybody has improved. And of course, livestock. We traveled to France. France, when you talk about livestock, if not the best, they're one of the best. In fact, the president sent a delegation led by former Adeleke chairman, Jega, on livestock. Osun State was some of the first, state they visited. And when they came over there, we took, my commissioner for agri took them to where they have livestock, what's it called? Poultry, among others. He said, what? In Osun State here? You have this kind of huge, this thing and all that. So, see, government doesn't have any business in doing business. Government need to provide an enabling environment for investors, to come in. Like the investors that came in and doing all that, and is so sophisticated. So I've already invited him to see how the government can contribute and to help him so that we can be transporting to neighboring, country and all that. The Jega-led delegation almost said they could not believe that they have this in Osun State. So the agriculture sector too is now beginning to grow. So it depends on the encouragement they have. Government doesn't have any business in doing business.
Your Excellency, you sound like you make governance seem too easy. I'm beginning to wonder if you have any challenges with being a governor. But I know you have the opposition on your back. And
yes.
One of the things they recently accused you of is, I think, 183 billion naira local council funds that they said you claim to put into infrastructure, but there's nothing to see about it. But yet you talk about increasing the infrastructure deficit or reducing the deficit by about 40%.
Yes. That is why I said, no matter what I tell you now, go and fact check it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They said, or whatever they could say, the EFCC came. I said, go there and look for it now. Go and check. They came and checked one by one. They went everywhere. Even when one of my commissioners and the people that they went, the people were saying, maybe they said this guy did not build this bridge. Maybe they said he did not do this, not do that, and all that. See, the opposition, they were embarrassed by our achievements. They could not stand it. They had their own opportunity. They did not do it. Listen, my own time as I came in as a governor was good. Immediately they cancelled the subsidy, more money start coming in. And I'm happy about that. So, if the federal government doesn't have any option, then to give what is due to the state. So we get more money. So it's up to the governor to utilize it. And I'm utilizing my money very well to develop my state.
That's beautiful.
And they have a problem with that?
Let's quickly touch on security now. It's not much is heard of Amotekun. Just to find out what sort of structure you met on ground with Amotekun.
Okay.
And what sort of improvement you brought to the table.
Well, the structure I met on the ground on Amotekun is nothing to write home about. So I have to change guards, and I'm doing right now recruitment. Do you know that they don't even have office? I said, how can you function if you don't have office? I gave her an office, befitting office, making sure that they have something to work with. So they are doing recruitment. Those people are the ones. Even they recruited some of the, hunters. When I was growing up in my town, Ede and everything, you see all those, they call them Ode hunters. They will put all their stuff, whether they call it juju or whatever, it's working. They put it all over there and everything like that. They will barricade they go inside the bush and everything like that. So they know where thief will run to and everything like that. So they are recruiting, even retired police, retired army and everything. So they are doing some recruiting now. So, and what's it called? And they are working with the police, working with the DSS. Last time, some Boko Haram tried to use Osun State as a training center. They caught them. So they work together, they caught them, and they're now in Abuja now. in prison, in jail for questioning and all that. So now the level of security has gone down. The threat to security has really gone down in Osun State, and I'm really happy about that.
I want to get your reaction to the opposition who are saying you shouldn't politicize Amotekun, because while you say the structure wasn't good, some interpret it to mean that you're trying to rejig the structure to favor your political...
No, I don't even intervene. Just hire the best hand. Do the interview and everything. No.
So you've got Amotekun working again?
Yes.
That means you don't need state police?
Well, state police is still good.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This one is local police. We need them. They're the one that will go inside the bush, they know the corners and everything like that, so they can work hand in hand. When I was in the Senate, I was the one that introduced, state policing. And it was almost approved, that time, and it's coming back. So all the governors have already accepted that we need.
But what do you think the president will sign on that? I recall FCT Minister Nyesom Wike saying that he doesn't think that state governors can manage the state police effectively without politicizing it. Do you think that if for any reason it passes, that this president would sign?
I think, I don't know his mind right now, but I think for him to ask the chairman of NEC, which is the vice president, to put it inside the agenda for us to talk about the state police, and they approve it, and we are still talking about it, I think he's interested.
So he is interested. So to find a way around some of the concerns.
He will find a way around it in a way that maybe we can put it in a constitution, whereby the governor should not politicize it, the governor should not use it when it comes to, what's it called, maybe election or something. It will find a way, to do that, so that it can be a little bit independent in terms of election and all that. But normally, it's good for a city governor to have a control of the security. They keep saying, we are the chief security and everything, blah, blah, blah. So we need that state police. When the US started their own, slowly but surely, they start amending, they start changing, and until they got to their final distance. I think the president is, if he's not interested, I don't think they'll put it in the agenda. So let us try it and see how it will go a long way.
Another thing that's of concern to many Nigerians is the influence of state governors on local government elections. You have an election coming up on the 22nd of February, and people feel that just like what happened or happens in other states, that all the local governments in Osun State will just be taken over by your party. So speak to these concerns around the influence of state governors on local council elections.
Well, the thing is that, Nigeria is gradually becoming matured in terms of democracy. And when you have a governor that, like me, for example, in Osun State, we won all our seats in the Senate, 3, we won. We won all the House of Representatives, and all that. So when you look at it, those are the people, those are leaders that control their constituency, their area. So if I do election today, I'm expected to win. Because my people love me, because I'm doing very well. So all people saying rig, you can only rig when you are popular too.
So you don't think that those who are advocating for state governments to hands off local council elections are right?
Even let me say something. Even if let me say something. This local government election they want to do, I'm not even going to get involved because I'm sure that we vote for my party because I've done very well. So I'm not going to. Let's see. I believe in people. I believe in those people. Let them decide. If the opposition, if they are doing well into their area, they can win too. I don't have to. It doesn't have to be win all. But I'll be happy if my party they win all the local governments.
The elections coming up are already being questioned because of the head of the Osun State Electoral Commission, Hashim Abioye, whom they say is a PDP member. He said he's since dropped the party badge, but some say that there is still that conflict of interest, considering that he was once, or according to someone, that he is still a party member. Does this not feed into the narrative of state influence in local council elections?
No. Let me tell you something. See, no matter what you do, even today, if you change, as him, and then bring another this thing, they will still complain. Maybe they were there before. Who complain about it and all that? So, let us see whatever they want to say. Let the guy do his job, and then everybody go to the poll. And at least right now that the chairman, all the chairman, the autonomy has come back, which I'm one of the advocates of the local government, to have autonomy, so that at least we can challenge them. What have you done here? What have you done here? What have you done here? So,
with regard to this, there are two things related that I want to ask you as a governor, and it has to do with one, the appointment of the State Electoral Commissioner, and two, who should fund the commission. What do you think?
The
appointment of the State Electoral Commissioner, and who you think should fund local government, the state's commissions. Because, it's obviously state government.
Who fund INEC?
Federal government.
So right now, the state have to fund it.
Okay.
So of course, where are they going to get the money?
How about the appointment?
How about the appointment? Who appointed the electoral chairman?
So there are also agitations that the president should not appoint the INEC chairman.
Yes, if they change it starting from the top there, you'll be changed here too.
That's a very good argument.
Hello? Talk to me, man.
That's a very good argument.
No, that's it. Let them change it from there, then you change it down here.
Let's talk about your party now.
Talk about my party?
The People's Democratic Party.
Okay.
Actually, your party is in crisis. And some are questioning that this is the strength of governors is being questioned now, because many know governors to be all powerful. And they wonder if governors in the People's Democratic Party can really save the party. Do you think it's beyond the governors?
Let me tell you, every party have crisis, including APC. Let me tell you, APC doesn't have BOT. As I'm talking to you, that's crisis. At least we have BOT. We have all our this thing functioning. So there's nowhere, crisis. It depends. They say the governor is one that owns the party. You know why? Because the governor, at least they will fund the
party,
the party, and whatever they can do to make sure the secretariat, function very well and all that. So I believe that we have to. We had the last meeting last few days in Asaba. So we have to tell ourselves the truth. What is going on here? We are governors here. What is going on in our party that we cannot solve the crisis? And we say, okay, let us speak in one voice. Let us follow the rule of law, because I believe in rule of law. In terms of the secretaryship that they are fighting for, what did the law say? What did the court appeal say? So whatever the court appeal says, let's follow it. And we gave the National Working Committee, get to work. Do what you have to do. Nobody should be fighting. If the other party still feel like you want to go to Supreme Court, then go to Supreme Court. So when it gets to Supreme Court, that's the final word. So whatever the Supreme Court says, we follow it too. So there should be no problem here or that problem there, this and that. So the only thing that we have to do is that the governor should speak in one voice. Once you speak in one voice, you will see that the crisis will be.
But you already spoke in one voice. I've
Yes.
heard Governor Bala Mohammed speak severally, and also had an interview with him where he talked about this issue.
Yes.
And
I said we just had a meeting.
okay.
I'm telling you, the new PDP government,
So you're saying that going forward,
they're going forward.
These changes will occur.
That's right.
So one of the things you talked about is just the secretaryship.
Yes.
Is that what you think the problem of the PDP
The
is?
problem is not only secretary and of course the acting,
National chairman.
national chairman. They believe that it's taking too long, acting. Let's have a substantive, chairman. That's what we're doing. And then you see in this thing, we're going to call for any convention, and then.
How soon will that happen?
Well, we're having a meeting of NEC. It's NEC that is the NEC that can decide. But we fix a date for March 13 for the NEC meeting, for us to have that NEC meeting. So when we have that NEC meeting, then we will now decide when we call for that, early election, and then we go from there. And NEC is that's where the most decision is made. So we decide when we have that, election. Once the election has come and everything will be over.
So let me ask you this question. There are those who say that your opposition space is shrinking, and they blame the president for it. I've also heard members of your party say that the space is shrinking and the president is responsible because of how he tries to get people in the opposition into his cabinet or on his side. Do you agree?
Well, I don't know about that. That if the president have enough time to be saying that he's calling people to join the party. I think what is happening is that when there is too much crisis in different parties and everything like that, sometimes people individually may feel like there's too much problem here. A lot of people don't have patience. I see that there are too much problem here, Charlie. Well, let me go and join the ruling party, and all that. Since fight here today, I'm tired, this is and that. But there's nowhere there's no crisis. You just have to use what's called wisdom.
But it's depleting your party. I mean, since this crisis started, just after the presidential primaries, where your party has lost an election where you had an incumbent, specifically at Edo State. And many blame it on the crisis within the party.
Yes, well, for Edo...
By next year, you will be entering an election year.
Yeah, let me tell you something. For Edo yes, I can say, crisis, they have crisis there too. Do you understand what I'm saying? That we probably lost that election. Is it President Tinubu that asked them to go and have crisis in Edo? He's not president now. So, I believe that the leaders of the party did not manage that crisis situation very well. I have crisis in my state. I was able to manage it. There are some people, leaders, that did not support me initially. But now, I was able to manage it, and I was able to get them back, to my side by working so hard. You understand what I'm saying? So it depends the leadership. If you manage the crisis well and everything like that, I think this might, what's it called? Go the other way.
Okay, Your Excellency, we're almost running out of time. So let's look at what's next for you. I'm glad that you kept dancing because, like you said, it doesn't stop you from doing your work. But I want to know from you what your plans are for the people of Osun State just ahead of the next election.
Okay.
Because you will be seeking re-election.
They don't call me talk and do governor for nothing. That will continue. The infrastructure will continue. My 5-point agenda will continue. Agriculture, workers' welfare, the pensioners, they'll be getting their money, paid. And the way I've started, I'm not slowing down. I'm not slowing down. I'm not waiting at all. You know, the dividend of democracy is here to stay. And the dancing will continue.
Oh yeah, so that's another thing.
You have to pay me for reminding you.
No, you're not reminding me. It has nothing to do with me.
No, that's what you want to say.
I know, I'm trying to close with...
Because I know you asked the question.
I'm trying to close with how you want to utilize, and you love entertainment.
Of
you
course.
have a nephew who is a world star.
That one is on.
So I want to see how, I want to know, and I'm sure the people of Osun State are looking forward to it.
No, already, we are doing it. We are doing it. Because Davido, my son, B-Red and Shino Rambo, my son too, they are coming together to put entertainment in Osun State, where they will invite all their colleagues and will build a nice, structure, whereby they will have concerts. We are planning it before December. There will be a huge concert in Osun State. And tourism. I'm an entertainer. Tourism too, we do it. We have a lot of places that people are now coming in. And I've improved, what's it called? Our, cultural group. Like Oshobo, Shongo Timi of Ede, and a lot of things. And of course, Adire. We are the main, and the part of Adire is from Osun State, Ede and Oshobo. The Ogun people, they came to steal from us and everything. But hey, they are Yoruba too. They can wear, but I want them to recognize that the batch of Adire is from Osun State. So what we have planned ahead, entertainment, will fetch us a lot of money. Tourism, the Brazilians and everything, they are all coming. To witness.
Just like we had in Calabar.
Very good.
Okay.
To witness anything. Just a few weeks ago, I told my essay on SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Bakole Obishore, to hook it up. And then they hook it up. When investors came, even donated, some money. I was so proud of them. And people came in all over to showcase what we have in Osun State. So it's going to be like almost quarterly event. People are coming in. So listen, I will tell Olawa Rashi to invite you to Osun State. Bring your camera crew, move around, and see what is happening here. So I'm so proud to tell you that our scorecard for that 2 years, I can beat my chest. A lot of people did not expect it.
Is education part of your agenda?
Education is part of my agenda.
But it's almost there's some are questioning why it doesn't reflect that much in your budgets, just like the national budget.
No, well, it reflected because we have all our achievements that is going to come out, and we send it to channels to showcase it too. So in terms of education, in fact, recently, the people that goes to our public school and all that, the Osun State won a debate in Malaysia. We came first. Yes, debate in Malaysia to go and represent Nigeria, Osun in a public school, 2 public school and 1 private school. They went there and they won. And they brought the cup and everything. And I was so proud. That means that our educational system has really gone up. We are fixing, rehabilitating all the schools, building new schools, even fixing roads that leads to that school. And of course, our teachers, we are giving them training, recruiting the new teachers and everything like that. We just hired, about 5,000, teachers, again and all that. So everything is going simultaneously. If you want to talk about health, how about that? I've rehabilitated about 200 health centers. 200 health centers, beautiful. Not only that, medicine, everything, and about...
But are they affordable?
It's affordable, very affordable, yes. very, very
Is there option
affordable.
for free healthcare?
Well, we still have free healthcare almost, so it's affordable. Whereby we are building centers, about 100 centers now, in all the criminal corner of all the compounds. Whereby when you have emergency, you can just walk, to your centers and get treated. Now we're going to now face the general hospital, which is the secondary this thing. After that, we put the tertiary this thing. So we are doing it gradually by gradually and everything like that. Every agenda that I put there, 5-point agenda, we accomplished it within these 2 years.
Governor Adeleke, I'd like to thank you very much for coming on Political Paradigm.
Yeah.
And we wait for the invite.
Sure, definitely. You come and see yourself, take your camera, not that people are telling you. You are doing what they call fact check. And then we come and do it.
And we also have people on ground as well.
Of course, tell them to go and do it. There's no need. Okay. But I want you to come.
I will come.
You are the one that comes.
I will come.
And then,
I like that.
That dancing will continue.
I would love to dance.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you very much. I know I will beat you.
Everybody will feel it.
In a dance competition, I would definitely beat you. We can always talk about that. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much and everything. I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have on Political Paradigm. I've been speaking with the Governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke, a.k.a. the Dancing Governor. Thank you very much for your time as well. If you'd like to catch this episode and others, simply go to channelstv.com or go to YouTube and search Political Paradigm. I'm Terry Kumi. Goodbye.